Okay, guys, we are going to answer a question I'm getting all the time, which is the Phoenix market crashing? I normally don't do market updates, but I think it's important for me to start doing these for you because the question comes up often. Let's start off with April. April brought us a lot of noise. Listen, we had the tariffs going on. We had the stock market going up and down. We had mortgage rates increase on us. So there was a lot of noise in the news and on social media that gave buyers a hard stop. A lot of people just paused their search during this time. During this time, rates moved from 6.6% to 7.1%. Now, this is important to know because you think that is a very high number, but what we do know is this: the numbers last year at the same time were actually higher, guys. So even though we had all this noise going on, the rate for May 2025 was actually lower than May 2024. So as usual, once that initial shock wears off, buyers were back in the market and we started to see real activity happen again. A lot of buyers got shook up because they saw headlines like 20% price correction. Well, that just didn't happen. What we will see, or possible to see, is something like a 3% price correction. That's very possible over the next few months. But I must warn you, if rates tend to tick down, let's say they go down to 6.5%, well, guess what? Now we have more competition in the marketplace. If you were thinking about selling a home in this market, this is what you need to know. Buyers have more options today. So when they come to the table with an offer, they're asking for more than just repairs. Some of these guys are actually asking for upgrades, and that's just the market that we're in today. That's not a big deal. What you need to know is how to survive in this market. What that means for you is this: you need to make sure that we price your home smartly, okay? So we want to price it smartly. We don't want to overprice a home. We also want to make sure it is presentable. Presentation is everything. With so many options on the market, a buyer may walk into your home and find the slightest thing that goes, well, the other house didn't have that. And we want to prevent that. So if we price the home smartly and we have a great presentation, guess what happens? We will still get a very strong offer because those are happening every single day. And not to leave you hanging, let's talk about the luxury market. So the luxury market had an all-time high last year and it cooled down around about April. But in May, it bounced back tremendously. The average closed home in the luxury market for May was $5.1 million. Okay, we closed over 91 luxury homes in the Arizona market, and the average of those was over $3 million. How impressive is that? If you're thinking about where the market is, that should give you some really good feedback as to what's happening here in the Arizona market. Here's the bottom line on this update: the market is not crashing, but it is adjusting. And what that means is this: whether you're buying or selling, you need to make sure you have the right strategy. It's more important now than it's ever been before. Now, this is just a overview of the Arizona market. If you want a specific, customized overview for your community, for your neighborhood, your zip code, go ahead and reach out and I'll get that over to you absolutely free. If you are thinking about selling a home in this market, I have tools for you that you can take advantage of. It'll help you keep up with the rates. It'll help you keep up with rental rates if you decide to rent your home. And if some of you guys are still doing Airbnb, this will give you some great quotes for your Airbnb and how it would perform on that market. It is called HomeBot. So if you want access to HomeBot, it's absolutely free. I'll get you set up with that. Just reach out and let me know. Again, no pressure on that. You let me know how you like to proceed. All right, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit that little notification bell. That way we can keep in touch, and I'll see you next month with another market update. See you on the next one.